Blood is a 2023 dramatic horror movie, directed by Brad Anderson and written by Will Honley. It stars Michelle Monaghan and Skeet Ulrich.
My son is very sick. Something got inside of him.
So I just got done watching Blood, and it's only available streaming, so you can't see it in a theater, and you have to pay, I don't know, I think like $6, I think, for it. But I had quite a few of you guys mention it to me and say, hey, are you going to check this movie out? So I decided, what the hell, I'm going to give it a look. I was kind of looking forward to it because I'd heard some really good things about it. But to be honest, I was a little bit underwhelmed by it. Is it a bad movie? No. By no means, no. It's not bad at all. It's entertaining and it has some really good qualities. It's just not a showstopper. It's just not anything really new. It's not bringing anything new to the table, especially because there's another movie out there that's very similar called My Heart Can't Beat Unless You Tell It To. And I've mentioned this movie on this channel a number of times. It's fantastic. The acting, the level that it takes it to of grit and gore and just uncomfortability is fantastic. And this movie, it just doesn't quite go there. I loved seeing Skeet Ulrich in a movie again, acting, and I thought he did a great job, to be honest. And so did Michelle Monaghan. So the acting is really of a high quality in this. Even the child actors, I thought, did fantastic jobs. The imagery is okay. It's just, it doesn't feel like it goes far enough. Like the level that it takes things. It's not gritty enough. It's not gory enough. It's not that it necessarily has to have gore, but it has to have this like it factor that just kind of pushes the boundaries, that makes you uncomfortable. And it just didn't quite go there. And then on top of that, it kind of has a little bit of a mystical, like you're not quite sure, like there's this magical or something going on that gives this boy this, because I don't want to spoil anything, but it gives this boy this need to drink blood. But it doesn't go into that either. So it leaves you really hanging, wondering like, okay, so what is, and it seems like that's the direction it's going to go. So I guess that's my issue. It's not just that it leaves you hanging. It just feels early on that they set it up that there's this weird force, this thing that gives you this vampirism type of thing.
There's something wrong with that tree, Mom.
More.
It got inside Owen and it changed him.
More.
Owen! Mom, we have to help him!
And it's not a traditional vampire movie either. So you're not going to get like a bunch of vampire kills and this crazy vampire stuff. It has a little smidge of that here and there, but not anything that's very vampire-y. It's done in much more of like this child gets this virus. And that's basically the premise of it. This mother will do anything to try to save her son who has this weird viral infection that forces him to drink blood. It's the only thing that keeps him alive, basically. And so she starts to do more and more and more and goes down this rabbit hole of what she's willing to do in order to save her son. And I really enjoyed the premise. I thought it was cool. But like I said, it's pretty much the exact same premise as My Heart Can't Beat Unless You Tell It To. And since that movie does the same thing but does it at a much higher quality, and it's a hidden gem, like nobody ever talks about that movie, it just made it hard for me to really get invested in this movie. But it's more of a drama than it is a horror movie. It is a drama, I'd say, for 2/3 of the movie. And then towards the end, it gets more and more intense, more and more horror. But just a lot of this movie is this struggle of this mother, and there's an estranged father who's played by Skeet Ulrich, and just their struggle between the two with their children for custody and things like that. So there's a lot of drama there. And then the fact that this boy is sick and the drama there. So this movie did entertain me. I was invested in it and I did enjoy it. But it wasn't anything that I would say run out and rent. This is more of when it jumps on Netflix or jumps on Shudder or wherever, it's a good one to check out. But just have your expectations low because it's not anything super groundbreaking or reinventing the wheel. It's just an interesting drama that has some horror elements about it. And that's going to do it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for checking this out. If you enjoyed this, please hit that subscribe button and ding that little bell. It helps this channel out a ton, and it helps keep you involved in what I'm doing. Also, I want to give a huge thank you to the Ghost Pirate Army, to you guys over on Patreon, because you mean so much to me. And if you would like to find out how you can help the channel and become a part of the Ghost Pirate Army, there's a link down in the description. And like always, thank you so much for watching. Please crush that like button. And remember, guys, horror can be fun. If you enjoyed this, click right here to see my review of Feed Me. And I'll see you guys next time.